Good afternoon and welcome to the Breakthrough. I am your host, Lamaya Perlina, and we need to talk. So springtime is knocking on our door, and that can possibly mean new shades, new colors, and possibly a new brand for you. So I have one of these iconic women on campus. She's styling, and it is magnificent. Miss Carrington, how are you doing?
Hi, lady. I'm doing good.
Man, I'm saying.
How are you?
I need to know what's going on with springtime. What are these trends and tips that you are going to show us today?
Well, first of all, I brought my two lovely models here.
Hey,
and I just wanted to bring out the plaid and these scarves. Okay, so we know about wintertime. We want to put our winter clothes away for the springtime, but we don't have to put everything away.
Right.
So I made a top out of a scarf. And what I did, I just wrapped it around her neck and safety pinned it in the back.
Okay. Okay.
And then I brought it in with these plaid pants because, you know, solids are always beautiful with the plaid.
Plaid is in right now, too.
It is in, it is. And then the wide leg pants, because the wide leg pants are like a part of the new trend, right? And then I just brought it out with some hot yellow shoes. Okay. You know, just to bring the yellow color out in the plaid pants.
Right, okay.
So, my lovely model.
Now with the colors, what colors are in for the springtime season?
I would definitely say the neon colors are in. All the like baby pinks, baby blues, baby yellows, baby orange, all of those are in, but the neon colors are definitely a go.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Now something I wouldn't do.
What?
Well, actually, I'll save that. But yes, the neon colors are definitely in. And then I have my other model, so I did another scarf with this, and I just tied it in the middle, and I took the two strands, and I took one over the top and one under the bottom, and tied it in the back.
Wow. Wow. Innovative.
So it's like a little halter type or whatever, and I matched it back with these plaid skirt.
And this is all with winter clothing items?
All with winter clothing items, all from the winter time. Okay. And then I just matched it with some thigh-high boots, because you can wear thigh-high boots all year round, literally.
And I think that's another misconception that we have, is that the boots are just for the wintertime.
Right.
But no, not anymore.
No, you can wear thigh-high boots. You can wear booties, pointed toe heels. They're all in. I feel like you can wear all of those all year round.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I need y'all to help me style some stuff because I am out of the loop, honey.
Girl.
Wow. So how much would some of this stuff cost us? You know, regardless of like the scarves and things like that, but things that we have to actually purchase, like the heels and the boots. How much does that run us?
Usually, I mean, if you go to the right store, you can get some for like 30 to 40. But on a regular like average, I'll be paying like 60 or 70 for some thigh-high boots.
Okay.
Now, shoes like these, I mean, they're very easy to buy. They're very easy to make, so they're not as expensive. So I'll be paying maybe like $20 to $40.
Wow.
Yeah, and all these items came from Forever 21. So if they wanted to find them, go to Forever 21, except the thigh-high boots. I don't know where those came from, but all of them came from Forever.
I think you can get like thigh-high boots from anywhere from like Charlotte. Well, I guess Charlotte Russe is closing.
Going out of business.
Going out of business. That's crazy because
I know.
Charlotte Russe has been like a thing since I was 10. I was getting glasses.
Really like.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but the Fashion Nova and the Pretty Little Things are taking over now.
I mean, yeah, they are, but you got to get a good shoe on hand. Sometimes you need to try them on. So, and Charlotte Russe was good for that.
So where do you think we should go now for our boots?
Honestly, I'm the type of girl, I like DSW. For all my boots, I definitely DSW it. Or like Fashion Nova has a few good sales sometimes, have a few good picks for boots. So.
Right. So you talked about how we should keep some of this winter stuff, but what are some things that we need to be throwing out?
I would okay, so I like to recycle. So any like of my long sleeve clothes, I like to cut them up a little bit, like maybe wear it as like a dress or like a crop top, you know, like a sweater crop, because I feel like you can wear that all year round too. Okay. But the stockings and stuff,
what are the
those
gotta
go. Those gotta go. The stockings gotta go. Just
what
throw
stockings?
them away. Like the real stockings, like the real printed stockings, your little Christmas stockings.
Girl, I thought that was okay.
Those gotta
throw
go.
those out, y'all.
You would be surprised.
Really?
You would be surprised how many people wear those. But yeah, those gotta go. If you can't do anything with your long sleeves or whatever, just go ahead and put them away, wait for next season. Yeah. And you know, like clothes always go in and out of trends. So next winter might be some brand new things out and willing for people to wear. So you might not even wear your old stuff, your old winter stuff. So.
Right. And sometimes you might wear something that you had for about 4 years that's in that closet or in that box tucked away in the closet, like in the basement or something like that, because things just continuing to just cycle themselves through our generation. So.
Right. I feel like a style never gets old, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. What's a fashion tip you can tell the audience?
A fashion tip, I would say be creative. Don't let your outside, your society tell you how much you can wear, what you can wear, when you can wear it. I would be creative. I always make my outfits like right off the dome. I never really think about them until like I put them on and I'm like, okay, this can go with this can go with that. But start with self, start with your own mind, your own sense, I would definitely say that. And don't be afraid of colors. Don't be afraid of patterns. Don't be afraid of texture, because it all literally can go together.
Wow. Wow. Carrington Allen, everybody. Is there anything else you want to tell the audience today?
No.
Well, you heard it here first, you guys, on The Breakthrough. I'm Lamaya Perlina, and we're going to a quick break, so we will be right back.
At Prairie View A&M University, we've been igniting passion in students for more than 140 years. It's about inspiration. It's about global influence. It's about self-expression and individuality. It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
At Prairie View A&M University, we've been igniting passion in students for more than 140 years. It's about inspiration. It's about global influence. It's about self-expression and individuality. It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
And welcome back to The Breakthrough. I am Lamaya Perlina, and I started off by saying that springtime is a place of change. So you can always change your ways and change your things by changing your clothes, changing your style. Now, the stylist that I had on earlier, her name is Carrington Allen. You can find her on social media sites at _Carrington_. CARRINGTON_. Check her out. But now I have another wonderful lady of virtue on my stage, in my presence. I'm in her presence. Period. Miss Ebony, how are you?
I'm doing well, Lamaya.
Girl, we gotta talk.
We gotta talk.
So I brought you on. This is my first show, and I brought you on because we are all going through this thing called college, and we all experience some type of transition. And
Right.
what better way or what better moment to talk about transition than the springtime? So is there anything or any moment in your life where you ever had to go through transitions, and how did you go
Well,
about that?
I've been through a lot of different transitions in life, and I feel like one thing that's really important is to recognize that change is the essence of life, and not to fight it, and to really embrace it and try to flow with it. And I would say like probably the most dramatic change I went through was changing my major from biology to digital media arts, because once I made that change, everything in my life changed with
Yeah.
it, like the people I was hanging around, the things I was getting myself involved in. So like once you align yourself with something that's for you, then things start changing just all around in your life.
Wow. So like when you were making that change though, what was stopping you at first?
I guess trying
Traditions
to
are
be
not-
comfortable and just being afraid to take the necessary risk, because whenever I made the change, well, whenever I first added it as a minor, I was a junior.
Right.
And then I just knew from the first class that I was where I was supposed to be. But then like trying to balance both biology and digital media art, like they both require so much of my time and energy. So I had to just make that choice to go with what my heart really desired.
Yeah.
And what made that difficult was just like knowing that I was almost done with my biology degree, and it would have taken me a little bit longer to finish the digital media arts major. But at a certain point, I just had to like really get real with myself. Like, this is not the place I'm supposed to be at. And if I really want to advance in my craft, I have to go all in.
Wow. How do you think fear just impacts, as women, impacts our life-changing decisions?
I think it has a huge impact on our decision making, because it can really hinder us from what's good for us.
Right.
And I feel like one thing that I've really learned in college is like when you feel that emotion of fear, to just face it.
Yeah.
Because when you run from it, it's not going to run from you.
Yeah.
You know, you're still going to have that issue, whether it's in your heart or in your spirit. It's still going to be there. And the more you suppress something, like the more powerful it's going to become before it does eventually spill out, because you can't run from your life.
Did that happen like in your experience, where it
In
just
a
like
way.
bottled up and?
In a way, yeah. It wasn't too drastic. It was just the fact that I started failing biology classes. And not even just that, like, because I was so disconnected from myself at the time, like maybe like my early college year, because I've been here for about 6 years. So I've had a pretty long journey at Prairie View. And early on in my journey, like, I was kind of just trying to escape my reality in a lot of different ways. So that led to me, you know, abusing drugs, alcohol, things that I just did not need to be doing for myself, just to feel something different than the misery I felt because I wasn't passionate about what I was studying. So yeah, fear can come with a lot of different things if we're not careful.
Right.
And that's why it's so important to just be aware of what you're doing to yourself, why you're doing it, why you're with this crowd of people. Like, is it because they make me feel good, or is it because they make me forget about my responsibilities?
Self-reflection. Self-reflection. How important is it to find time in our day, in our week, in our month, in our year, to find time for self-reflection?
It's vital. It's really vital. I feel like, and I kind of I navigate through life just remembering like really essential quotes. And there's one quote that says that you are a compilation of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
That's so true.
Yeah, so if you don't get time with yourself enough, then you're constantly going to be reflecting other people. So it's like, are you really yourself when you're never alone?
Right.
Like, if you don't take the time to ask yourself the necessary questions about your decision making or the path that you're on, then you can find yourself going in a direction that you never even had intentions on going in. You've just been so influenced heavily on your surroundings and your environment.
People.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's vital to get alone. It really is. And I've spent most of my college career isolated.
Yeah.
My circle got smaller and smaller. And you know, that's necessary.
When it did start to get smaller and smaller, because I know a lot of women who just feel like they're alone. And that's the purpose of this show, is to, you know, you're not alone. You may be going through this moment of isolation. So when it did happen for you, did you start to notice it off rip? Like, was it like, oh my goodness, I'm starting to isolate myself, or I'm not having as many friends or involvement with things that I usually had?
I guess it probably took me a little minute to realize that I was isolating myself, because like there is too much. You can't have too much of a good thing to where it can become bad.
Yeah.
So there was a period of time where I realized that I kind of was isolating myself too much, and I wasn't really allowing the people that do care about me and love me to come in, intervene, speak life into my situation. So when it comes to that, like, it's really just important that you do have somebody that you can trust and talk to, like, openly and vulnerably, that won't judge you for anything. So when it comes to just, like, being alone and, I guess, knowing who to go to, it's important to, for one, not be dependent on people. You know, really have like a strong spiritual foundation, because your prayer life is very important. And I feel like before you go to anybody, you should go to God. Because when it comes to just praying with God and speaking with God, like, you can really just open your whole heart and your whole chest, like, completely out there. And it allows you to organize your thoughts and emotions too a little bit better before you go in front of somebody else. And that's why I also like therapy a lot too. Like, I utilize counseling services on campus. And it's good to have like a non-biased, uninvolved person who is legally sworn to secrecy.
And listens to
exactly,
you.
who has no other thing to do but sit there and listen to you. Because like sometimes when, like, you know, when we're with our friends, we on our phones while we listen to somebody. So it's like, we can have that like time to be intentional with the conversation. It can help you just discover so many different things about yourself.
Yeah. So when you did start to evolve into the woman that you were destined and willed to be, what are some of the blessings that you started to endure?
Definitely started to run into different ways to really tap into my creativity. A lot of things that required me to take risks that I always expected to come in my life as a young girl, but I kind of ran from whenever they came my direction when I was younger. So now that I'm like developing into a woman, into an adult, some of those second thoughts that I used to have, I just don't have anymore. Like when it came to pursuing an opportunity to work with Solange and I knew I had to miss class for it, I didn't have to think twice about it. Like, I already knew I had to communicate with my professors. You know, I had to be honest, I had to communicate with them in a timely manner, of course. Communicate with the people I work with, because I work on campus. And just let them know, like, hey, this is an opportunity I'm about to pursue. I won't be here for these amount of days. Let me know what I can do so that I won't fall behind on my responsibilities. So it's kind of training me to know how to navigate through getting opportunities and then still dealing with the responsibilities that I already have. Because the type of life that I want to live, I know that I want to be able to use my creativity to help a lot of different people. And that might happen in a lot of different ways that I might not be able to schedule perfectly. But as long as, like, in this moment, I feel like it's training me to be able to communicate professionally. And I feel like the blessings are just like in the little things. Like, you know, being able to send that email to my professor and they like encourage me back. I'm not being like, you know, oh, well, you're missing class, so 30% off of this. So it's like the fact that I can have the support of my department and my friends and my family, like, I feel like all of that is just holistically makes the whole thing just like that much more of a blessing.
What do you have to say for a woman that's out there and they're struggling to pursue their dream, pursue what God has placed in their, like, a blessing, and they don't know whether to go for that blessing or to submit to trying to please people around them?
It's your life. So you can't live your life trying to please other people. And that's what I was doing early on, trying to study biology, because my mom wanted me to be a doctor. And I knew I couldn't be a doctor. Like, as good as it sounded and as much as I have a heart to help people, that's not the path that God wanted me to take. So what's most important is that you stay true to yourself, stay true to your passions, and, like, you do everything with authenticity. Because one thing about social media that I feel is kind of dangerous for our generation is that people see things and they think that they can do everything that they see, but everything that you see other people doing is not for you. So it's like, when it comes to, I mean, in one aspect, it shows you that certain things are possible, but you have to really get alone and, like, understand what it is that you love and go after that, and go after that fearlessly. Like, you know, because there's enough success for everybody. So you don't have to feel like you're limited to have to do, like, a lot of guys, they feel like they have to be a ball player, you, like, have to rap. Like, you don't have to feel limited to those two options whenever you have so much more within you. And the world is ready to see innovation on a new scale. So it's like, whether you're going to do music or fashion or whatever it is, just be as true to yourself as possible while you're pursuing it.
Was it hard for you to tell your mom, like, Mom, I'm not going to be a doctor? Like, what was that? How did that conversation happen at the dinner table? Like, Mom,
Yeah, so my mom is a Nigerian woman, born and raised. So, but the thing about my mom that made it the whole conversation that much easier is that she already understood me a little bit because she had a passion for theater arts. And that's what she wanted to pursue before she became a nurse. So whenever I told her and I kind of explained to her like the different things I was doing, like the opportunities I got, because I got to intern with Michael Thomas, who works on campus, and just all the different things that my mentors have been able to like help me with on my journey. Her hearing the passion in my voice alone helped her understand and empathize and just support me. And her thing has just been like, I just want you to finish.
My mama too, girl.
Exactly.
Girl, just get out of there. I need a house. I'm like, okay, Ma, I need one first. So, period.
I need my degree.
I need my
And
degree.
my job and my career.
And a loan forgiveness plan, please.
Okay, let me secure this bag and then we're going to be good. But yeah, it was hard simply because like all that time was already spent, all those credits.
Yeah.
But, you know, she understood. And the fact that she was able to really understand me and support me still, like she supports my creative journey like 110% right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's the fact that she understood herself enough and she sees herself in me to where she wasn't just angry about it. You know, she wasn't disappointed. She just like, she's glad that I decided and I stuck with it, and now I'm gonna be gone in May. So
that is wonderful. So what's next after graduation?
Well, I really want to travel because I have family in California, I have family in New Jersey, I have family in Africa, in different places in Africa. So I know that I really want to explore the world first. And I'm not really too pressed to just find a job, honestly, which is probably a little weird for me. Well, for most people. But since I am a graphic designer, I know I can have a lot of freelance opportunities.
Wow.
And that's one of the main things I'm excited to start setting up for myself, like really legitimize my graphic design business, Graphics by Clohin. And start getting these freelance opportunities to start helping out these different small businesses, really like spruce up their marketing materials and all these different things, because I have a love and passion for layout design, publications, even branding. Like I love marketing, the whole field of marketing in general. So I'm not just gonna dive into a job and sit at a desk. Like I'm not ready for that life right now.
What do you feel like your purpose is?
Well, I call myself the art and the artist. So with that, I feel like my purpose is to create art and embody art in whatever way that looks like. I feel like that won't be in one way. So I do have a lot of books in my heart that I do want to eventually design, publish, release into the world, because I want to tell my story. And just loving graphic design the way I do, I love to be able to help people create the things that they like, or the things that they're trying to give to the world as well. And I think one of the most exciting things about being a graphic designer is seeing something from your computer screen into the real world, whether it's a flyer, a t-shirt, a brochure. That's what like really makes my heart super excited. And like it's probably nothing to people, like it's just
No,
to
it's
print it out.
definitely something. If it's in your heart, and if it's I feel, because I cry when things are true to me. Like if somebody speaks something to me and I know like my spirit thinks it's true or believes it's true, I cry.
Yeah.
So it's something to you. It's to your spirit. It is the most important thing in your life right now. Like
Exactly.
it's an aspect that's going to create and mold you into the woman that you're becoming, which is amazing. Girl, please, child, listen. We're going to go to a quick break really quick, you guys. I'll be right back with the breakthrough. Lord Jesus, the breakthrough. See, Miss Ebony here. We'll be right back.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Listen, that was one of the first episodes of The Breakthrough, and I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in right now with me, Lamaya Perlina, and I want to leave you with something from my heart. I had a quote, but I'm not even going to go there. Springtime could be and very well may be a transitioning season for you. Just like the fall, things die, things go away, but the spring brings new beginnings. It brings new ideas, and it brings a new you. So don't forget the person, the woman who you are destined to be, who God has called you to be. You're going to go through struggles, you're going to go through challenges, but nothing is ever too hard for you to conquer, because these little things, or these huge things to us, are only little things to God. Look at the sky today and imagine, like really look at the sky today and say, dang, God is bigger than that, because he truly, truly is. And I just want to make sure you guys are having a great weekend. This is The Breakthrough. I will see you guys next week, same time, same place, and same diva right here with the Breakthrough. Lamaya Perlina, and I'm signing out.